What's up, guys? It's B Nails here, and we are finally back to get onto the war recaps. I'm sorry about the delay. I've had a migraine the past couple days, and it's just been awful. So that's the reason for the delay in the videos, but we will get right to them. We've got two war recaps to get up here today. Both wins. We're on a 3-game win streak, and we've got a new clan that we're going to face. We'll take a look at that at the end of the second war recap. I'll go ahead and show you who we're heading up against, but Uh, we actually won by via tiebreaker in our second to last match against the Hard Clan, based on percentage. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the board really quick. And at the top, they only one-starred both of our Town Hall 11s, and then they did a good job from through our Town Hall 10s at least. And then Town Hall 9 wise, they only had, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they left 5 stars over. And then for us, um, we had a 1 star on Town Hall 11, and then we had this 3 star that JK had on this Town Hall 11, which we'll definitely take a look at. That was a very, very great attack by him. And, we needed every star we could get in this war. I dipped down to 2 Town Hall 10s, and I'm still learning myself how to 3-star these, basically almost every time. It's a little bit of a process based on anti-3 bases, so I've got some learning to do. I need to definitely get my Velks going. That's going to help me a lot. I've really, really, really liked the Velks in this game now. But other than that, we go down the board here on our side, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 7 Town Hall 9s left over. Again, way too many Town Hall 9s. Slight improvement from the war before. Still very sloppy war for us. And, thus not going to be too many raids that we're going to see. And the problem with this one, with 7, which is still a giant number, is the problem is we had a bunch of Town Hall 10s dip to clean these top ones right here. Town Hall 10, Town Hall 10, Town Hall 10, Town Hall 10. So, 4 of our Town Hall 9s were cleaned by 10s right off the bat. We didn't even actually attack these bases. So to leave 7 left over is kind of a problem. Can't be doing that. So, we've got some improving to do, and I think we're getting there slowly. We've actually sent people over from Storm Factory to help us out in our wars and help teach some guys some 3-star strategies and go over plans and things like that. We're getting a lot more organized, and the more organized we get, the better our game plan works, and the more that we fulfill that game plan. And, as long as we keep doing what we're supposed to do, we'll keep winning here. And hopefully that's the goal. I'd like to get on a nice long win streak. It's been a while since I've had one like that, so let's get on it. But anyway, let's check out the videos. We'll check out the war results first. How do I get to it there? War details. So 58 out of 60 attacks. We actually had somebody, a Town Hall 9 who missed both of his attacks. And, that was really close because those 2 Town Hall 9 attacks, like I said, there were 7 left over. That could have made a huge difference in this war, and it wouldn't have been so close. We had a couple fails from them at the end. They just kept failing to pick up the stars. And, that's a credit to our bases. But also we got a little bit of luck on our side for them to fail a few of those, because the last 3, I believe, were bully attacks, and I believe we needed just one of them to fail, and the very first one out of the 3 we got the fail, so that really relieved some pressure. But let's go ahead and take a look down the board. 19 and 19, and actually all the way down. 19, 9, and 2, all the way across the board. Our new stars per attack were just 0.05 better than theirs. And then as you see, the destruction was about 3% higher too. Most heroic attack goes to JK. Obviously, 3-starring a Town Hall 11. That's pretty significant. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Take a look at what he did here. I believe this was Valkyries, yes. And these are the Valkyries. These are dangerous red-headed women. They are definitely not to be trusted inside of your base. They will wreck your house. So he's going to go here with an Earthquake. He's got 1 freeze, 1 rage, and 2 heals. And he's going to start by breaking this wall on the outside, and that's going to be the funnel. I believe he's actually going to send the Valkyries from this right side. He had a wall breaker fail right there, so that was kind of frustrating probably. Definitely sure he's like, damn. And then you see that one. Luckily, he got one of those wall breakers to hit. So that wall is pretty weak. It's going to break through really easily. He's going to send the golems in behind. Or, I mean, in first to do some tanking. He's got a lava in the CC. And this is where Valkyries are really great. As they're not going to even waste any time. And right away, the damn Eagle goes for his Valkyries, which kind of... But as you see right there, let's pause really quick. As you see, those Valkyries headed basically within 10 seconds, I want to say, of deployment. They are already in the core. No rage was even there before. They just made it there that quickly. They are just a lot faster. They swing their axes a lot quicker, and that makes a huge difference. But anyway, you'll see here comes that first rage. And with that single Inferno in there, that's going to be the ultimate doom for this guy, because this is going to be a mass Valkyrie attack, and those Valkyries are going to swing at all these defenses, which are, as if we zoom in here, look at all those things are so tight, so they're going to fit right in between there, and they're going to, instead of going 1-to-1, they're going to take out 2 things at a time. So let's zoom back out and check this out again. And he hits Grand Warden ability right there. He's trying to protect his Valkyries first. And the problem is his Grand Warden was a little bit behind. And something that I did pick up in this war that I learned is that apparently you want to send in your Grand Warden. And if you have Giants, send them in first. That way that they make it in here. Because as you can see, it doesn't look like all of his... You can see a couple redheads over here are not being protected because they're slightly outside of that range of his Grand Warden. So that's something that I learned. You know, there's always learning. So here comes that rage. And look at the Valkyries just go to town. I mean, here comes a freeze. He didn't even... I mean, he dropped that freeze, and there really wasn't much that he even got. I think 2 Teslas. He planned on getting more, but unfortunately the Valkyries they just shredded that shit up quickly. I mean, so he was probably surprised when he dropped that freeze and was like, man, I probably didn't get that much value out of that freeze, but... that core was gone in about 20 seconds, if that. The entire core. I mean, just destroyed. And he still got Valkyries running around out here. Now, what saves this raid and turns it into a 3, here's the key right here. He's got this Golem out front. He's got his King still ability. He just used his Queen ability right there. He's got a King, Queen, and his Grand Warden. And got 2 greenies and an orange. And with those golems out front doing the tanking, as we zoom in, that's going to be pretty much it for this guy. He's got a ton of wizard towers right here. Not really sure what the hell's going on here. That's a little bit of a poor design. So, you know, now his king gets out front and tanks. That's even better. That's exactly what he needs. Keep that queen behind with all that power she's got. And then with the Wiz helping, they're just mowing down stuff here. So it wasn't that close on time issue. We'll speed it up here a little bit. But, you know, just a solid 3-star. Those Valkyries, first-hand display, if you haven't seen them, that is definitely some destructive power that they are running with. If you have anything like a box for a core, your core is going to get wrecked. As you saw, definitely going to wreck them. So there's the army comp. Take a look at it if you want. Solid job to K2 on this raid. It was an excellent raid. And I love to see that kind of stuff out there. Town Hall 10 wise, I just did some bullies. I did 4 and 5, 93 and 80. I tried to 3 these. I'll go ahead and check out number 4 really quick since we're only going to have like 2 Town Hall 9s to look at based on the point of the dips. Just to show you how close I got to this and what I need to improve on, what I need to learn. So I'll pause it right here. Take a look at my Army comp. I'm doing a walk. And I've got about 5 witches. So this is going to be like a mini witch with a walk. And I think I have 3 golems. And what's going to happen here is the plan is for my queen to walk from 3 to 6 all the way to 9 was the plan. I don't remember if that actually happens. But meanwhile, while that's happening, because I really don't have to monitor my queen all too much, she's going to be able to take things down and just mosey along without even me really paying attention. So while that was going on, I was going to send my golems here over through, let's call it 9 through 12, more like 10 to 12, and get that working towards this multi-inferno and get in there and start wrecking the core, and hopefully my queen meets up with them in time. So let's go ahead and spin the replay really quick. So as you can see, the queen walk, I'll start 1 whiz down there to make sure she's going to go down. Once she gets that cannon, she's going to have no choice. There's nothing in range but everything down below. So this makes a very easy walk for me, which is nice. Okay, so I'm looking at her, and here comes that earthquake. I decide to drop right there in the center. Weaken that inferno, that clan castle, the expo. And it looks like I slightly got the queen. So we're going to focus most of our attack over here. You'll see the queen's going to walk down there. But here come my golems, giants. And it looks like he had a P.E.K.K.A. and 2 balloons in there. Drop that poison down, slow him down. Let's back out here. And I actually had a 3rd golem that was walking around outside. And here's a problem for me. Ooh, the witches turn, and then they turn and head the other way. If I could have probably got those 2 witches back into the core, that definitely helps. And they take a stroll outside, so. Furthermore, on the inside, I've got my Grand Warden going off here. My king's in there. We've taken down the CC. Now we've headed to the core. We took out the 1st Inferno. And I've got 1 more jump that I decided to place. Is a great place to place right there. And King Rage up here. Able to start taking down these in Teslas, which was huge. Core's down. The only problem right here is it finally, I believe, nope. Those skeletons slow me down. And we get that Inferno down too. So as you can see, my queen is still walking around. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 technical defenses that are going to target my queen left. And she's still got an ability, and I've got 1 archer. So actually, this could have been a 3-star if she actually walks around the base. Because I run out of time on this. And the problem that happens here is she decides to be through 1, 2, 3... and it would have been 4 to 5 walls. She chose a path of beating through 4 or 5 walls instead of taking this lovely march around, hitting all this stuff, and then she would only had to get through 1 wall to get to the expo. So that kind of sucked, but it is what it is. And you know, I think I did a decent job for just picking up what guys told me to do on the fly. So let's go ahead and check out our Town Hall 9s really quick. Check out Z on this one. And then there's 1 more, this one, where we got our 25 reaching to hit 13, and that's key. So we're going to check out both of those. And then we're going to have to head over and do another war recap here. So these are what I like to call dead zone bases. These are anti-3s. And he's going to go with Govaho on this. And I believe for his clan castle is going to be the level 5 Valkyrie. So he should have 8. I think 8 Valkyrie. No, I'm sorry. It'd be 7. 7 Valkyries. So he's going to start down here with a funnel. Obviously, always funnel with your whiz. And then he's going to get the giants out, or golems out front. Here comes those Valkyries. Heal, and he is trying to find double giant bomb spots. And there goes one set he triggers. And then the Valkyries are going to be able to take out both of the heroes in here. So that's another thing. And meanwhile, while that's going on, he's already started his hogs down here. There's not a lot of point defenses. And the ones, the Tesla farm in the center, here's the key part. He's got that Tesla farm going, but that fat golem in the center there is taking all the damage, including, I believe this archer tower is targeting it. But he gets these hogs down early, and there's not a lot of point defenses on the side, and they're able to make quick work of those defenses. As you can see, this base is in some serious trouble already. He's got Queen walking around, and he's got Golem King stole up, and Hogs just mounting a full beatdown. So it looks like he looks like he has about 12 Hogs in there. He's going to go ahead and drop one more heal in the center here, and as you can see, we'll back out. This base is just gutted quickly. I mean, that was with ease. Excellent plan there by Shady. And he made real quick work of this base. And then you'll see he gets down the cleanup crew with the minion, and then dropped I believe he's waiting to see where to drop this wizard. He drops it to help this other wizard down here, as the gold mine looks like it'll be the last target to clean. And which it is. So, good game plan there. Solid 3. Take a look at the army comp if you guys like to check it out. 3 heals and a jump there. And then just 2 golems and the redheads. Rockin' redheads. Let's go ahead and check out our last one. And like I said, this is 99 hitting on 13. Our 25 reaching to hit 13 on a clean. That's pretty good. And he's actually going to do an air raid, so this is kind of cool. Get a little version of a little bit of everything. So he's going to take out 2 air defenses, I believe. Oh, maybe just 1. I believe the plan was to get 2. But this makes an easy air raid. All of his air defenses are just jam-packed tight there. You see there's 1, 2... They're all just nice and close. So even a Golaloon or something like that could even easily work down this base as well. Now, this is a very strange Town Hall 9 base. And then he's going to do a 1-for-1 here. And what I mean 1-for-1 on that is he's going to drop 1 loon and he's going to get 1 cannon. And anytime you're going to get 1 defense for 1 loon, you're always going to make that trade. Because that's always a solid trade to make. And he's going to do the same down here. As you can see, there's another 1-for-1. So he gets 2 1-for-1s. And this is actually going to make his loons start zooming in there. And then he's going to go ahead and get the Lava Hound down. No, he's got 1 Expo down here on the ground. And that's going to be, absolutely getting smacked now. So that blower is going to attempt to blow these loons coming in from 6 to 9. However, his loons, as you can see right here, go ahead and take it out. So now, with the proper clockwise funneling, he's going to get that blower out of the way, and that's not going to cause any more issues for him to come through the center. And his Lava Hound deployment is excellent. It's all the way around the base. He picks up all the little the mines to take out those air mines and possibly any of the red ones. I forget what they call, air traps, to protect his loons. And then he's got this 1 haste over here, and that's going to take out the core. And he's got 1 more blower left, which is doing its best to cause trouble. And then he's still got a Lava Hound, so this is basically a little bit of an overkill. As you can see, still even was holding 1 loon. And then there's the Clan Castle P.E.K.K.A. chilling, doing nothing. So, just from here, it's all cleanup. He's got a lot. Look at all those pups. He's got about 10 of those. And they are wreaking havoc. Take a look at the army comp there. And, solid 3 for him. So, we've got some things to improve on here, but I feel like we are definitely working on them and we are heading in the right direction. Um, but, we'll take a win as a win. It wasn't a great one, but we will take it. It was fun down to the end. Let me tell you, it was at least exciting. But we definitely don't want it to be this way, especially when, because this could have turned into a loss, and then we would have had that feeling of, if only I had done this, or if only we had done that. When you leave 7 Town Hall 9s left over, and then, like I said, we had 4 Town Hall 10 dips, um, that's where you leave the doubt, and if we get this loss, that makes a big difference. That's where we're going, damn, if only, if only. And luckily, we didn't have the if only problem here today. But thanks for joining. And the next war recap will be going up as well also today. So that was War Win. Let me check it out. That should have been War Win 149. And we just picked up War Win 150, which will be the next recap that you will be getting to see here. So if you haven't already subscribed, if you have friends that aren't subscribed, tell them about me. Subscribe, smash the like button. The more subscribers we get, the more output we get from out there. And then also, from that point, I'll try and think of something to do if I can reach 100 subscribers and keep pushing from there. But in the meantime, if anybody has any ideas on what we should do if we reach that point, that'd be cool. But anyway, thanks for joining here today. And this is B-Nails, and I'm out, guys. So see you in the next vid.